Hey you! Yes you! Are you a nostalgia freak? Do you yearn for a simpler time? Then the WOC Archive is the place for you. We've got footage from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Culled from an old tape trader's collection bought off Craigslist. You'll find obscure and lost TV, news, interviews, music, sports, and everything in between. And it's all with original commercials. Every day a new tape, every day a new adventure. Subscribe today to the WOC Archive.
Confused about scrambling? Don't be. Call Spectrum and de-scramble the confusion. Spectrum shows you how you could be watching satellite TV for less than $1,200. Introducing the Spectrum Portadish. This unique 6-foot dish is an industry breakthrough. It's lighter, smaller, completely portable, and can be instantly installed. The Spectrum Portadish ushers in a whole new era of affordable satellite TV viewing. This very special offer of less than $1,200 is for a limited time. So call for information now. Call collect in Toronto 661-3026.
Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome to the WOC Archive live stream. Tonight we're watching some SCTV, the best of SCTV. But first, one of the best things about SCTV is all the riffs that they do on local television commercials. So I thought, what better opportunity than this to talk about some of my favorite local television commercials and show them to my friends here. We got Adam and Adam. I'm in an Adam sandwich right now. So we got Adam Riot Thorn, of course, from Riot at the Movies, and then welcoming Adam Kerr all the way from Florida, hanging out with us Canadian boys, talking local commercials.
We met Adam due to the wonderful world of being what we refer to as a Melinda. Adam's been a Melinda mixer before, so he's also done some fun little music videos for us. We'll see more of that soon. As you said, of course, that I'm here. Like it's because I'm always here. I think next month I'm gonna replace myself with AI. So
Okay.
you'll have a fake me, and see if it's any better.
I'm gonna make a guess that there won't be much of a difference.
No.
I feel like it's going to be able to capture you instantly.
This might be AI right now. How do you know?
Who knows? I mean,
Are you guys Skynet?
Yeah.
Are you guys hiding it from me?
That's why we're up north from you.
That's the Canadian secret. We've actually been building Skynet all this time.
Technology continued to advance, and a relatively new word, teledon, was added to our electronic lexicon. This two-way communication service will soon allow us to use our television sets to shop at home, bank at home, book theater tickets at home, even study astronomy. And hooray for us, Canada is a world leader in the development of the system.
I thought the Canadian secret was that the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald is about Dave Coulier. Like I thought that was the big Canadian secret, but you just proved me wrong.
I did not know that one was about Dave Coulier.
Just You Ought to Know by Alanis Morissette.
That's the definite one about Dave Coulier.
Yeah.
No, that one's about Gordon Lightfoot.
Oh, okay, that one's about Gordon Lightfoot.
Common misconception.
Okay. Yeah, right.
She went down on Gordon Lightfoot in the movie theater? Whoa.
Yep.
Oh, just like that wreck.
Hey.
Couple of things before we start.
There's some progress.
That I'm going to be replaced by AI next month. I just met up with our friend at Undead Video and finally picked up this copy of You Can Do Hula. I also just found the woman Tanya Passmore online and found that 35 years later she still makes videos that you can do as downloads for her to teach you hula. So she's still doing it. But we will watch this in the future at some point when you get back from vacation. We'll hopefully have Devin Oman of Killer Balloon with us so we can all wear our tacky shirts and we can learn a bit of this. So maybe we'll get some grass skirts and we'll do some on-screen dancing at that time. Yeah,
we'll see if we learn anything. Yeah. I just went to the thrift store today too, and I walked away with not one, not two, but 3 Reebok branded exercise tapes. I have no idea what to expect from this, but I couldn't pass them up because branded content is always hilarious.
Wow. The video, the woman on the first one, I thought it was Cynthia Rothrock on that tape there for a second.
No, just some generic woman who looks very happy to be doing this workout. So
It's pretty
maybe, well, who knows? Maybe it's a worthy workout.
Did
find
either
out.
of you guys have pumps? Did either of you guys have Reebok pumps?
Oh yeah, I had
Remember
Reebok
those?
pumps when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, me too.
All right, well, because we're welcoming our American friend from Florida, we got to show him what it is to live here in Canada. And what better way than from a 1984 tourism video? All right, here we go.
Where the moose, eh?
It's your year, Canada, Canada, for a holiday, what a place to be. Canada, what a country, there's really
What a
so much
country.
more.
Kiss while you fish.
This has toe tapper written all over it, right?
Yeah.
It's the toe tapper for sure.
Coast to coast, let your neighbor be your host. There's so much to enjoy in
Well, of
Canada.
course, yeah.
See your travel agent. A message from tourism.
So there you go. If you're ever thinking of coming up to Canada, that's just a little bit of what you can expect.
Okay.
If you were coming to 1984 Canada, not anymore. It's much different than that now.
and just so I'm clear, that's meant as a warning.
Yes, that was definitely meant as a
Yeah.
warning. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Okay,
would suggest heeding the advice of that PSA.
From the
Okay.
same people who made Astar. He can take his arm back on. He's from Planet Danger. We're from Planet Canada.
I am Astar, a robot. I can put my arm back on. You can't.
When we first moved to Florida, I used to constantly say that Florida is a strange planet.
By all accounts that I've heard, it certainly seems like Florida is a strange planet.
Every time I've been
100%.
there, it seems like it's one big theme park. Even when you're not anywhere near them, it still seems like it.
You know what else is a very strange planet? The north of Canada. There's a lot of
just segue in anything. It doesn't matter.
That one was even better.
I have a gift. All right, so these commercials come from actually my parents taped these
Special.
back in the day. So these are all from before I was born. So this be like 1981, 1982-ish time period when they lived in Timmins. So this is where I was born, is Timmins, Ontario. So this is Toronto. This is where Adam and I are right now. And then all
us
the
right there.
way up here is Timmins, way in the north.
Yeah, and there's nothing.
And there's
out there.
nothing around it. So here's my reel of local commercials. This is taped off the CBC station.
CBC. This is CFCL Television.
This is the station that my mother worked for back in the day.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Hi, I'm Paul Haynes, inviting you to
Big
play
money.
Big Money TV Bingo. Every Saturday night at 6:30, we play for $3,000. Bingo cards are available at many stores.
$3,000 used to be big money.
$3 buys a package of 5
And
cards.
at that
Good
point,
investment
how
towards a
bad the
potential
Canadian dollar was,
$3,000.
that was like
So join us
$7,000
Saturday night at
American.
6:30 and play Big Money TV Bingo.
Now it's only about 4.5.
Add appeal to every meal with a variety of delicious breads and donuts
appeal.
from Rochelow's Bakery in
Look at these
Kapuskasing.
delicious donuts.
Starting now, Rochelow's is having a sale every Monday and Tuesday on breads
That's a
and
weird
donuts.
way to dip.
That's right. Drop in every Monday
Yeah,
and
I don't know
Tuesday
what
at
they're dipping it
Rochelow's
into.
and pick up your favorite
like maybe
donuts,
nuts.
white sliced or
Yeah, oh, yeah,
unsliced
coconut,
bread
there
on
you go.
sale. At Rochelow's, you can also select other baked goods, which include rolls,
this is from
buns, a
Kapuskasing,
variety of
actually, which
pastries
is
and
Did they
where,
use a hockey
for all
puck to weight it
occasions.
down?
For
Yes,
all your
they did.
baking, depend on
The
Rochelow's
most
Bakery
Canadian
in
thing ever.
Kapuskasing. For years, members of Northland
Hockey pucks
Savings and
as
Credit
weights of
Union
measure. I
have
love
known
it.
that help in an emergency was always as close as their telephone. Now we can offer you an exciting new service with the Q Automated Teller. It
Can you
allows to
imagine
make
an
deposits,
automated teller?
withdrawals, transfers,
New
pay
experience?
utility bills, and inquire on account
It's always
balances
weird in
morning,
Chinese
noon, and
movies
night,
when they use
18
those that
hours a
look
day,
like
7 days a week, and
vaults.
364 days
Yeah.
a year. Contact the friendly staff
Oh, in the
at
old
either of our
20s?
branches at 10 Kane Avenue in Kapuskasing or on Railway Street in Smooth Rock Falls.
I've been buying all my foot parts from Barry's Car Sales. Treated me really
the
Roger
darkest
Rushlow?
workshop.
white gloves.
Yes.
And, really
Count Richelieu?
nothing bad to say about them. Really, it's been really
It was
good.
like the
I finally broke
darkest
down and bought myself a new
shop
car and,
ever.
bought
They forgot to bring
brand
their
new key
lights
from,
this day
Barry's,
when
and,
they were
I'm
recording.
very pleased with the car.
Would you recommend Barry to your friends?
I certainly will. As a matter of fact, I do.
Ask the man who owns one.
Come on down to a Ford.
Wow.
Your business.
Oh, I want to know more about Barry
Then a
Petrosky.
I'm Don, the Don who made a pizza. I'm the king of pizza.
Yes, Don is the king of pizza because he
look at all
won't
these
settle for
delicious
anything but the
pizzas.
best when he makes his pizzas. Don's pizzas
Looks
are
like
made
they're
to
just
satisfy
making
your
them
cravings,
on
whether it be
the
for extra cheese,
table.
mushrooms,
Like
pepperoni,
they're
bacon,
just
ham,
putting
or green
stuff on a
peppers.
table.
The king of pizza also features rigatoni, spaghetti, lasagna, meatball sandwiches, and submarines.
You know, before
Don's Pizzeria at
that
51st
Board of
Street
Health
South in
made
Timmins
it up
and
to
at 58 Main
Timmins.
Street.
Took so
in
long to
Porcupine
get
treats
there.
his
Yeah,
customers
right.
royally. That's why he's the king of pizza.
Oh, what a great
Who
logo.
gets from the king?
I'm already
Moonshine Supermarket is
conceptualizing
the
like a
busiest food
direct
store in the
reel
Kapuskasing
of
area
responses
for a
to
number
these
of good
commercials
reasons.
because I
Top
know
quality,
one that
good
I can
selection,
offer as a
old-fashioned
response to
service,
each
and
one so
everyday
far.
low prices. Our featured specials this week: Heinz ketchup, 1 liter, regularly
Save it up
priced
for the
at
big list.
$3.23. This week, save 74 cents in pages
1 liter
249.
of
And
Heinz
Maple Leaf
ketchup. Is that what
Grade A
it usually
chicken,
comes in?
just
Does it come in a
$1.28 a
liter?
pound,
Yeah, it
or
comes in a liter, I
$2.82
think.
per kilogram. Shop Beauchine Supermarket in
I guess it's
Kapuskasing,
the liter of
where
pop, so
service
yeah, I
isn't
guess
something
you
we
could get
sell,
two
we
bottles like
give it
that, yeah.
away.
You wouldn't want to drink a liter of ketchup quite like a
Now
liter
is
of
the
pop,
time
though.
to head to Sunridge.
You shouldn't drink a liter of pop like I drink a liter of pop.
The snow is falling.
This
and
is
so
what
are
it looks like
Mac
all the
Lane
time in the
prices.
North,
cars
Adam.
have to be
It's just
cleared out to
basically
make room to
snow.
clear the
Yeah, I
snow.
mean, it's
Right
always-
now,
it's
you'll get
always
the
like
best
that.
deal you'll
Even
ever
in the
see
summer.
on new 83 and 84 cars, trucks, and vans. With most
We're
covered
too
under the
far away
Chrysler
to
5-year
tape up the
80,000.
song. They'll never find out
The
to sue
selection
us.
is great and the price is right. With more snow on the way, Mac is in a hurry to clear out the
game?
cars so the plows can clear out the snow. Come see for yourself that Mac
They
Lane
need to
does
get the
sell
plows
for
in.
less.
Got to get rid of the cars. But how do you get the cars out without the plows? Real chicken and the egg kind
Your
of
attention,
thing.
please.
The Canadian conundrum.
Weather permitting, there will be a power interruption in the Folliet-Ivanhoe Lake area on Tuesday, November 22nd from 12:30 p.m. till 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Remember.
This includes the following: Town of Folliet, Ivanhoe Lake area, Cookatoos, Sewell Lake, and all
Cookatoos.
customers on Highway 101 between the Hydro substation
I don't know where
and the
Cookatoos
entrance
is.
to Ivanhoe Lake. This interruption is necessary for essential repairs to our transformer station.
At least they were nice enough to let you know.
Usually the weather is what causes the power outage, not weather
Roasted
permitting
chicken,
it. We get around
a
to doing it.
masterpiece
Yeah.
of poultry palate teasing. The chicken is prepared and placed in a specially designed roaster that instantly
looked
sears
awful.
and seals
This
in
doesn't
the
look
natural
good.
juices. The first
It
thing
seals
you'll
in the
notice
natural
about
juices,
roasted
though.
chicken is that it's
Yeah,
not
that looks
juicy, and it
disgusting.
goes great
Seals
with
in the
an odor of
natural
spaghetti for
juices
ribs.
and also
Roasted
aluminum
chicken,
foil.
baskets sealed in,
Yeah,
or
it
buckets
was
to take out.
so pale. I thought it was covered in aluminum foil too. It's just the video, I guess. Peaches.
Peter McDonald here for Stereo World, and I want to tell you about a very big sale we're having before Christmas on all Hitachi AM/FM cassette players. One
Is this a
model in particular,
Wrestler?
The 9100 featuring
This guy in the back?
I thought it was a guy in a monkey suit at first.
Dolby
Just
and
wait.
built-in graphics.
That is one of those
drivers,
cymbal smashing
all for
monkeys.
$359.95.
Look at that,
and
a
I'm gonna
fucking
give you
boombox for 360
10
bucks.
Maxwell UD tapes.
That's crazy.
No charge.
Get out of my way and give me that microphone, McDonald. You don't know what you're talking about.
Is
You're
that
a fool. The
a
best
white
place to buy
Mr.
your
T?
blaster this Christmas
Is that
Stereo
this
World,
guy in
downtown
blackface?
Subway. Buy from him
He
the
is. I'm not
Oh,
100%
boy.
sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that might be
Oh.
a gentleman in blackface, yes. It was a different time living in the North. There
Yeah.
you go.
They never saw outsiders. They didn't. Reality didn't.
They never saw outsiders.
Yeah, like those who lived in Timmins lived like generations in Timmins.
That's very true.
Everybody knows that I have no taste. My reel's going to prove that.
You queued it up so perfectly. Why don't we get to your reel, Adam?
I'm for it.
Are we ready? Wait, where? So let's set this up. Where did all these come from?
Are they Florida ones? Or are they from before?
No,
Florida? 'Cause you didn't grow up in Florida.
No, I grew up in Kokomo, Indiana, which is like about an hour north of Indianapolis. Well, it used to be an hour north. Now it's like 40 minutes because there's a whole new road.
So here's Indianapolis. I got you all queued up.
Whoa!
And
all
then
just
here's
opens like a spider web.
And there's Kokomo. Oh, look, they got a
Kokomo's
Kroger.
A wee little place, yeah.
Go down to the Kokomo.
They've got a couple Krogers. That particular Kroger is really close to the house where I last lived with my folks in Kokomo. It's like right behind that Kroger.
At least it's not a Chad Kroger.
Look at this photograph.
All right, here we go.
The heart of Indiana. Your friend that's on your side. One look and you'll see it.
Get rid of this kid.
Throw them in a ball pit.
Oh, they did it.
The Lady Cats.
The Lady Cats were the Kokomo high school girls basketball team that won the state championship 2 years in a row. And they're in this promo. It's the coolest thing.
With the Golden Girls.
And most of my commercials come from a recording of like the pregame lead-in show where the local radio guy is interviewing the coach and some of the players. And
cool.
Yeah, and a lot of these commercials are from broadcasts of those.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Got some Who's the Boss, some Perfect Strangers in there, and the Bundys. Whoa, Bundy.
Yeah, TTV4 had it all. They left out Mama's Family, which was the main reason I watched Channel 4, but...
That was a toe tap.
Gowdy Brothers Boilers Incorporated was established in 1914 in Kokomo. Through 8 decades, 2 world wars, and 14 presidents, Gowdy has been serving
They have to
Central
say
Indiana's
2 world
boiler
wars
needs.
and 14
If
presidents.
it's in the boiler room, we sell it, service it, and repair it. We specialize in churches,
graphic is
schools,
beautiful,
commercial
right?
and residential
When you
service.
say we
We
sell
also
it.
offer certified welding, retubing, turbine cleaning, and refactory installation.
I
So
can do the
remember, if it's in the
retubing.
boiler room, we sell it, service, and repair it. Gowdy Brothers Boilers Incorporated, licensed, bonded, and insured.
Which later
That
formed as
Motors
Super
Dodge in
Gowdy
uptown Kokomo
Brothers.
is now part of the price leasing system. If you trade in cars about every 3 years,
That building is no longer there.
Same car.
Yeah, that seemed like the exact same day. That didn't seem like 3 years later.
Actually be lower.
So we're just trying to say
You're a
nothing's
Chrysler employee, your green slip discount is the same on a lease as on a new car purchase. Like
He
a
doesn't look
94
very
it's
excited
only
to be buying a car.
I wasn't paying any attention. Why are we
Club Motors can help you decide.
I wouldn't be very
thank you.
excited to buy that car either.
Yeah, but in the 90s, you wouldn't have realized how gross it was.
True. Yeah.
Hospital beds and
Yeah,
oxygen.
we all owned
Oh.
Tauruses in the 90s.
IV preparation.
How's that man walking if he's looking at a lift support?
Braces.
That's what I want to know.
Maybe he's acting on behalf of one who needs one.
Oh,
This
okay,
is what
fine.
makes us the complete home health center at Moore's Rexall Drugs. And Moore's makes it convenient for you with pharmacy and Convacare all in one convenient location.
Beautiful.
Moore's
I thought it
Rexall
said
Drugs,
condom care.
610 West Markland Avenue, in the business of caring for people.
Convacare.
The Coca-Cola bottling plant of Kokomo, a tradition in Kokomo, mixing modern technology and
We
equipment
need a sponsor,
with
folks.
good old-fashioned Coca-Cola tradition. Each container is inspected
This is
visually,
awesome. Did
assuring
everybody
every
work
Coke
at
lover
the
a perfect
Coca-Cola
product.
bottling plants?
The same
Was
perfect
that like the
product will last
Kokomo?
100 years.
The Kokomo
chain?
That's
Coca-Cola?
why every
Yeah.
batch of Coke
I honestly
is
didn't know
tested,
that the place
meeting local,
existed
state,
until we
and
lived
national
like
standards.
close to it.
Okay.
And Kokomo's not even a big town. At the time, it was like 35,000 people. And we moved to the north end of town from the south end of town, and there's all these places that I had never even heard of.
Okay.
But it's too small a town for my experience to be that limited. It's weird. It's a weird dynamic.
At least you know you got fresh Coke every time you went to the store. I would hope.
With the good ice. I can't believe I left out a commercial mentioning the good ice. Next time.
The good ice?
The good
Ooh.
ice. It's quite a concept.
That's a nice looking meatball.
That's a nice looking meatball, huh?
Hey, hey, sorry, I gotta do it like this. Hey.
Oh, I thought Blanche was back there again.
Although Italian food has always been their specialty, they serve delicious seafood.
And I'm actually zooming in from the dining room here. So.
Oh, is this the same dining room?
Yeah, it's that's where I am. That's my
That's where
location.
you are right now? Beautiful.
Yeah. They haven't
It looks like
redecorated in 30 years.
It looks like a fine
But it's
establishment.
still business as usual at Ben Franklin, where they have something for everyone. Ben Franklin has a large selection in their stationery
Can't be Benjamin
department
Franklin.
and delicious treats at their candy counter.
Do you think that?
help of Ben Franklin's
Do you think
craft
Ben
section,
Franklin would be happy to
offering
see
all
that
components
he's
and
now a
imageries
craft
that cannot
store
be found anywhere
in
else,
Kokomo?
along with dried silk and artificial flowers.
It's just
too.
a coincidence
And
in the
you can choose
name.
from the large
It's just
selection
no.
of
It has no reference to the founding father Benjamin.
Oh no, it does. There's a
Yeah.
key. The middle of their logo is like a key, which is
Of
supposed
course it
to
is.
represent electricity and
for a
blah blah
delicious
blah.
sandwich. Or you can
Founded the
go ahead for a
country,
carryout order.
represented
The sweet shop
by
has fast, courteous service with a large
by this
menu to
shop.
select
Perfect.
from.
What the hell is that?
How do you like how this food looks? Really
Yeah, that
appetizing,
looks really
right?
gross. Was that just cheese? Melted cheese?
It was an apple dumpling.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Stop by the
And
sweet shop,
try the
where they have
yellow
specials
stuff.
every day.
I'm not here to defend my country. Just want to make that abundantly clear.
You bought a new van.
I'm aware.
Okay, ours is no better.
The place to go is Panda Vans.
Panda Van.
Oh, look at
Interior and
this.
exterior van and truck
Oh,
conversions.
I wonder how
They
many
can change
kids
the
got
look of your vehicle
stolen
with
in one of those
fantastic
vans.
graphics and striping. You can make the
Most of
conversion
them.
complete with ground effects, running
If
boards,
that
and
doesn't
luggage
say
racks.
"Gimme
The best
candy,"
part
I
about
don't know
van
what
or
else
truck
does.
conversions with Panda Vans is that you get a great
And we were
job
thinking about
done,
cutting out
and
the
you
Jimmy
save
Savile
thousands
joke
of
too.
dollars. Stop in at Panda Vans today at the corner of
One of us
19
will find a way.
35. For a complete van or truck conversion,
Ah,
the
it's
place
such a
to
nice
go is
logo.
Panda Vans.
You can get it your van converted converted into one of those?
Lunch or dinner, you'll have a delicious
And why
meal
wouldn't
at
you?
I think the
Wheatfield's
FBI has
restaurant.
the list of
You
all of
won't
those
have
that
a
got
problem
computer
choosing
fans
your food
converted.
when you see the wide variety.
Conversion
Shag
van.
carpeting into it. That was back in the
Garages
super
are all
van days.
fronts.
Seafood with 20 different kinds of fish and great
Wait,
tasting sandwiches.
Oh, those. Oh, I thought there was
Wake up to
2
a great
eggs in a
breakfast
basket
and a
there.
hot
They're
cup of
small
coffee.
small
Or
buns.
get one of Wheatfield's low cholesterol
Oh,
tacos.
look at that.
Yeah,
Food
that looks
restaurant at
amazing.
2900 South
It was
Washington,
low cholesterol,
across from
too.
Hill Shopping
I'd drink
Center,
the hell out of
open
that.
6 a.m. to 12 midnight, 7 days a week.
Well,
My
that was
family ate there
beautiful.
once, and we waited 45 minutes for a waiter to even visit our table, and that was the last time we ever went there. It was the first time I had chocolate chip pancakes, and it wasn't worth all the struggle.
But you remember those chocolate chip pancakes.
Well,
So
because
at
it
least
took
left
45
an
minutes for the
impression.
waiter, and the food just got there now.
Yeah. No, I mean 45 minutes before anyone even showed up at the table, and then it was like another 25 minutes for the food, and like,
Oh my God, what a nightmare
Yeah.
of a dining experience. How busy was it at this restaurant in Kokomo, Indiana, that you couldn't get food that quick?
that's a detail I don't have access to anymore, I'm afraid.
It's been removed from your
That's
mind. It's just
too specific.
Right. Yeah.
So you take some of the commercials that you digitize and then you turn them into your art for your YouTube channel, which is called Horse School, correct? Adam?
Correct.
All right.
What's
Yeah.
the root of that name?
Yeah, where'd you
why
get Horse School?
Me and a couple of my friends, our text thread is just devoted to basically Midwest idiot role play.
Some would call it horseplay.
We just came up with all these weird scenarios, and one day our thing was a horse that teaches history at a middle school.
The best jokes are the inside jokes. One day I plan to be part of one.
I don't even know for sure that I understand why it's horse school still, and
that's
it's
the
been
best.
3 years.
Yeah, well,
It does
that's
sound
the
like a
best joke
Spinal
then.
Tap song that should be like, alludingly dirty, but not really.
Oh man, horse
I
school
thought it
does.
was just because you were a brony in disguise.
Oh, my secret's out.
I love the smell of Daddy.
Yeah.
And so does Mommy.
So creepy. This is a great graphic.
Yeah, iMovie has a lot of good stuff when you can find it.
Yeah,
This is when I was still using pretty rudimentary stuff to make my stuff.
That horse falling over is amazing.
19.
The pain she must have felt having a horse fall on her.
24.
The only reason I included that clip in this video is because I did a lot of research and found out that she was okay. Like, she made it out okay.
Okay,
that's
good. That's good.
Yeah, I felt really bad about it, but I was like, that clip's too good not to use. But I have
Welcome
to
to
do the
Horse
research.
Faces of Death. Actually, it's not.
Be very long.
I'm excited there was a mascot. I'm all about mascots in completely the unsexual way.
Sure you are.
I just want to hang out with them.
They have fun.
And we're back.
11.
Canada's Wonderland's been worse since it lost all the mascots. I like that there's always someone sighing like they're just disappointed in her after that.
14.
They
You got the
upset
number
the
right.
horse.
You
I'd
get,
be
it.
disappointed.
You get a head bop if you get it right. If you didn't get it right, you get crushed by the horse.
This Saturday night, May the 3rd, from 7 to 9 p.m.
I love that
It's all
accent.
sexy at Dawn's.
Something's having a grand opening.
It's my pants.
Ah, I don't know, the like little person Santa from those.
Oh, from those Hills commercials?
Yeah.
I loved Hills. Hills was my absolute favorite store to go to. That is the Kokomo Mall. That was the lesser attended mall, as you can see in that picture.
Oh, sweet new Atari.
Hey, there's a bear.
Man, kids have been getting fucked out of Christmas toys for years.
Yeah, not a new thing.
Adult dorks buying all this stuff off.
This Saturday night, May the 3rd, from 7 to 9 p.m.
Oh, coming up, May the 3rd. Although it will have already passed by the time people are watching this. That missed the sale.
25.
You missed a good one.
15.
Why is it chicken tenders? Shouldn't it be horse meat tenders?
It's actually fish.
Oh, it's fish. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's from a Long John Silver's commercial. We'll pull back the curtain.
Is that the secret that Long John Silver is actually serving horse meat instead of fish?
To stop some cattle rustlers today at 4.
I like that Magnum was looking at the words.
Yes. Let's order a vegetarian pizza.
Oh, for a festive occasion.
Vegetarian horse pizza.
Funerals. Jokes.
Just jokes, man. Add gabagool.
We gotta have the gabagool.
Cold styled beer. It's not cold, but it's in the style of cold beer.
Oh, and there was one of those vans parked out front too.
But poor Doris, she's just got a really hard job.
Yeah, well, cleaning up after all that.
After all that horse meat, yeah, the bathroom's got to be good.
Number 2. That's the real horse shit.
And do you win a horse at the end?
I'm the wrong guy to ask.
Oh, all right. You weren't there when it happened.
Mr. Ed has to come home with you.
But remember, folks, have your horses spayed and neutered.
Thanks,
Very
Bob
important.
Barker. Thanks, Bob Barker. That was
I saw the bingo commercial and I was like, oh, that's relevant because that'll go right into the, Hoosier Lottery. That show was my Saturday night. It was on at 7:00 on Saturday nights, right after an hour of Mama's Family.
All right, so I got another reel of commercials ready. So these all come from Southern Ontario, in and around Toronto, where both Adam and I are right now.
Where can you experience one of the most spectacular views of Toronto?
Of course, got to have the CN Tower,
3 observation decks. Come up and
our
dial
premier
the
attraction in Toronto.
And
look out my own window.
Yeah, just look out my windows.
Toronto.
You're looking for a newer used car truck, and you're tired of clowning around and dealing with bozos, then come to Paul Sadlin, that is. We're the only 3-ring circus you're going to find.
There was a whole series of these Paul Sadlin motor ads with this, like, yokel character.
As a matter of fact, Paul says there's room for only one bozo
Yeah, it is Torgo, you're right.
I sell the cars while the master is away.
Paul Sadlin Chevels.
You could slap any Primus song over that and it would be a perfect Primus video.
Shake hands with beef.
Oh, that's good.
I love this stretch to put Ontario Chesterfield wholesalers into this song. Oh, perfect. Beach Boys music, Kokomo. Look at it all comes together.
Ugh, boy, I was hoping we could get out of it without discussing that connection.
Nope.
No.
That is the true sign of an ex-Kokomoan, is that their hope is that no one talks about the Beach Boys.
And this episode of Price, the Downtown
Whoa.
Connection.
Pocket and Dubs?
You remember this?
People who know extraordinary fashion.
I mean, Toronto
People who know
hasn't looked like that in
People
years.
Who know Bernie G. Pocket
I think
and
this
Dubs
is
have
Yonge
found the perfect
Street.
location
I
for
used to
the
rock the
Downtown
white
Connection.
pants look
Upstairs
for a
at
long
319
time past
Yonge,
when
just
anyone
north of Dundas. Just
I
follow
don't
the
think I
crowd.
could
You're
see you
sure to
wearing
find
white
the
pants.
best fashion deals
Oh,
in
man.
the city. Bernie G.
I don't think you
Also
could
feel
pull
like
that off.
Toronto.
Back when I was
Thomas
a backyard
Anderson could
wrestler,
have
I was
connected.
to wear white pants so they would get all money.
Were you like Randy from
Crazy Joe's.
Hi, I'm
from
Crazy
Trailer
Joe.
Park
You want
Boys?
Venetians,
Yeah, white pants, no
horizontals, we got
shirt.
it. Crazy Joe's has, we manufacture Venetian wine.
Crazy
If
Joe.
you don't
Everywhere's
shop
got
at Crazy
Crazy
Joe's, you
Joe.
pay too much. We want all your
The one thing I
business
noticed
at
about all
Crazy
the
Joe's.
like local
They're
commercials
beautiful
is there's a
hand-painted
lot of
vertical
white
lines.
men yelling
Beautiful
at you.
macrame vertical lines.
It just seems to
Many,
be the
many fabrics
thing.
to choose from. Verticals,
Especially for
Venetians,
furniture
horizontals, pleated
Yeah,
blinds,
furniture stores,
anything
car
you want.
stores.
Crazy
We
Joe's
got
is
the
the place to
deals.
shop.
And he yelling
We got a
at
couch. You want to lay on it? So you want to lay? Come on.
Choose from over $1 million worth of used cars and trucks and all with the best warranty
This
in
guy
the
has
business.
lived a life.
Parks Clearance Center on Highway 90, just 4 minutes west of Barrie and the 400. All our vehicles are priced right. Here's a 1986 Pontiac Safari
Please, sir, don't
wagon
beat me with that
loaded,
cane.
8-passenger for only
I'll buy your car.
$13,300. Or a
Dr.
1987
Moreau,
Dodge Ram
he's got a bunch of,
Expedition for only
like,
$8,800.
people behind
or a
him.
1984 Chevy
It's like
Camaro
Dr.
for
Moreau
only
/ Colonel Sanders.
$7,700.
Yeah, the
Before
Colonel
you
did
buy,
really
give us
bad.
a try and remember to tell them that the Fox sent you.
I mean, he owns a private island. Is that really doing bad?
Okay, Adam, what do you think this is going to be for?
McDonald's?
No. This will be great for anyone who lives in Toronto.
Danielle Yellow's so angry.
The reason I guess McDonald's is I felt red and yellow being a showcase.
Oh,
Right?
for Subway Pass.
For the subway, for our Toronto subway.
The Lucky Star Restaurant and Tavern invites you to experience the mystique
This
of their
ad I
authentic
must have
Oriental cuisine.
1,500
Lunch and dinner
times.
buffets
Like
are
it
served
just
daily.
aired
And of course,
constantly.
don't forget the Lucky Star special
I can
Sunday
see
brunch.
why. This is
Whether it's
beautiful.
a business luncheon, after theater snack, a dinner party for two,
Cooking
or a
that
large group.
generic
The
meatball.
Lucky Star will provide
Well, you got to
with a
warm
meal
up
of
your
excellence.
chicken balls,
Lucky
right?
Star Restaurant and Tavern, 3818
We have so
Victoria
many
Park Avenue,
amazing
just south of
Korean
Steeles.
barbecue places in town, and that's the way they used to do it back then.
Here's a roto tapper.
Is that Levon Helm singing?
Sounds a little like him.
Oh, no, that's not Levon Helm. I withdraw
Only
my
if he let himself go.
Wondering if
You didn't buy that new TV at Jerry's Radio and TV, did you? You think you saved yourself a whole lot of money, don't you? But you paid extra for a 3-year warranty. At Jerry's, that's
Fish
included
from
at
Barney
no extra
Miller.
cost.
How did he
Plus
get
the
this
peace of
in here
mind
in the
of
first
Jerry's
place?
Authorized service department. And Jerry's free delivery and setup. Still think you got better value? Jerry's Radio and TV, delivering on their promises
Jerry's
for
car is
over
not that
30
much bigger.
years.
Yeah, right.
When you thought it would last forever, when life isn't working out like it should, when attention to quality seems to be lacking, and when your dollar has
Yep.
to
Very
stretch
inclusive
just a little
commercial,
further,
though.
that's
true.
the time to come to the
Ahead
one
of its
place where
time.
service hasn't gone out of style, and value always
Oh,
comes
boy.
first. Everything you need at prices you'll
Bayfield
smile at.
Mall in
The
Barrie.
place,
This is the
Bayfield
shittiest mall in Barrie.
First on Bayfield,
But at least they're
always
inclusive.
first
It's
in
true.
value.
Is it still there?
Mm-hmm. Indeed it is.
Surviving malls, just that's
Well, I
you
don't
got to
know
give
about
them props
you,
at
honey,
least
but I'm
for
really in the
surviving.
mood.
Well, I'm not that tired.
Great! Let's go to Chrysler's Big 3 and get a brand new car right away.
Come on, Chrysler's Big 3
I don't think
has the
that's what
biggest
he had in
savings on
mind.
auto show and floor models now.
I don't think that ever happens.
Or automatic transmission. So get in
That's
the
exactly
mood
what
and come
happened
down to
the
West End
day
Eastwood
my wife and I got our last car.
Chrysler's Big 3.
Exactly.
You were
Detailing
there was some
saves you
little
money.
bit of foreplay, and then you realized you just needed to get a car.
He's putting pants on top of pants. He must live in Barrie.
You see, we manufacture
What?
genuine duck
Or mascots.
and we don't crackers because we're selling the wholesale prices.
Oh, duck
$89.
nose, okay.
Our salespeople are going crackers, our stores are going crackers, and of course the ducks are really going crackers. So why pay exorbitant retail prices?
The guy looks
when
like
you can
Paul
get the
Bear, and
Cartel
it's really
Duck
bothering me.
Corporation
He does.
Retail price starting at $89.
Continental Quilt
I don't know if Paul Bear was ever that
4 Healy
big, though,
Road, just
but-
off Highway 50, Bolton.
Genuine duvets at cracker prices.
So there you go. There you have it. There's the local commercials from Southern Ontario. Some of those places still exist, amazingly, like the Bayfield Mall. Sadly, Price Vice doesn't, so you can't get those sweet white pants anymore, Adam. All right, so here's a little bit of variety for you. We're going to go across the pond, all the way to London, where where did you grow up in or live?
I grew up more in the south in England. We were all in like tourist trap countryside places because I am born in Canada, but at a very young age we moved out there throughout the late 80s as my dad ran a travel company.
Okay.
So a lot of places that started up little travel resorts for foreigners to come by, places near where the ferry would go to take you off to France and stuff like that. So we barely were ever in London. But the thing about English commercials is because it's all one island, you don't get that local commercial feel because at the time in the 80s, the 4 channels that were there, and some of these are probably from the 70s too, but they broadcast to the whole country because you could just send it out from a signal in the middle of the country and everybody got it. Everybody got the same radio stations, they got the same television stations. So they could share in the wealth. And with the amount of people that were in England, it still had enough money to have professional commercials. So they actually didn't have a lot of those come by this used car place. It just, that aesthetic was missed by Britain. So you'll see some interesting post-punk references here in some kids products, and you'll see some PSAs, and you'll see my love of mascots. And my reel will start off with one of my favorite ones of those, doing a little advertisement for a kid show called Pob. I won't explain any more with it, just to tell you it's called Pob.
This is the message Pob would send. I'll post my paper to every friend who sends cash or stamps for 30p.
It's like a melted
and
Mr.
name
Potato
and
Head.
right address to me.
With giant
Box
ears.
507, Edgbaston, Birmingham, B15 3AL. Then Pobs and
Oh, he kinda
Ragdolls,
talks
girls and boys. can see how to make my games and toys.
It's very like the Teletubbies.
Yeah. So pause that for a second. So Pob's controversy to little kids loved him, but he only spoke in that. But then he would spit on the camera, and he would with his finger write words to teach you how to spell words. But he would just go really close, and water would spit out of his somewhat racially awkward mouth, and it seemed like it was some sort of stereotype. And then he would write things like his beginning of his show with him going, and then out of the spit he'd go Pob. And that's how he taught kids to spell out of spit.
And to think that Britain once ruled the world.
Yeah.
It's truly impressive.
And then their legend, the reason the Monster Munch exists with these commercials is because of their answer to the sugar bear is the sugar monster. And we're going to see from the 70s to the 80s to the 90s of sugar monster commercials. Go ahead.
Right, here we go.
2, 3, 4. Honey. Oh, honey.
Is he David Byrne and Stop Making Sense with the giant costume?
She always gives me breakfast that tastes so yummy.
Breakfast that tastes so yummy.
And this unenthralled man who was
Why is it shaking like that?
With my sugar puff, mommy.
He's got a great sense of rhythm.
Oh, pretty. Oh, I'm so pretty. So tell them the reason why, mommy. Tell them about the honey, mommy.
Tell him about the honey, mommy.
And then the 80s with video host John Cooper Clarke.
That outfit is amazing.
You'll remember John Cooper Clarke from some great episodes of 8 out of 10 Cats Do Countdown.
So you're playing something called Tummy Time, but not Jimmy Savile. It's like you're still playing Jimmy Savile.
Wait, what? Did they just that the back of that guy's neck looks nothing like Stallone. Wait, we gotta go back. Look at the back of this guy's neck. Ooh.
Poster packs to collect. 1 free in every pack of sugar puffs.
That looks nothing like Stallone. Not
That's
even
like
the
a
same
14-year-old from a haircut video.
Yeah. Oh, terrible job.
Oh, yeah, no.
Like his hair, there's way too much hair. No, it's too much. All right.
So good.
And the monster looks nothing like Dolph Lundgren.
You talk just like me. I'll be the judge of that. Touchy.
Beautiful. That's a great tie-in.
Super Ted, where are we going?
That was some premium exposition, too. I'll be the judge of that. What is this thing called? What is this show called?
This is Super Ted.
I feel like I've seen this before.
Yeah, Super Ted appeared on North American television every so often.
I haven't seen or thought of this in 30 years. Wow.
This is a PSA to teach you how to cross the road. Evidently, England had this like crazy epidemic of kids just getting hit by cars.
How to cross the road in a Hieronymus Bosch painting?
He tore off his skin because
and revealed he had a costume underneath.
Yeah.
This polka dot dude reminds me of Polkaroo.
He's
like
known as the
Door.
Spotty Man. He doesn't have a name. He's just Spotty Man.
Is the Spotty Man?
This is a disease.
Yes. Yeah, he's got the plague.
It's all part of English culture.
When you're ready to cross, don't stand too close to the edge of the road.
That's better, Spotty.
Then you must look both ways and listen. If there's anything coming, you mustn't try and cross. Then when you're sure that nothing is coming, walk carefully across the road.
Don't run, Spotty. You might fall over.
Don't
And all
run.
the time, you must look and listen for traffic until you are safely on the other side. Remember, I can't be there to save you, especially on the planet Earth.
Wait, what? Especially on planet Earth. Is he not from planet Earth? Oh.
Usually he's fighting crime in space.
Look, it's Green Cross Man.
Looks like you two need a lesson in crossing
It's
the
Darth
road.
Vader.
My little friend is going to show
David
you how.
Prowse.
That's Darth Vader?
Find a safe
Yeah.
place to cross.
Here.
Really puffing his
Safe
chest
place
out.
Away from parked cars, where you can see the road is clear and drivers can see you.
Oh man, they would kick this fucking thing over now if there was a robot going down the street like this. They'd just kick it over. Fuck you, robot! I'm gonna cross however I want.
When there is no traffic near, walk straight across, looking and listening all the time.
Oh, it is David Prowse.
We
That's
won't
awesome.
be there when you cross the road, so always use the cross.
Have you ever seen the video of the scene where he's like dressing down Princess Leia and it's actually his voice? It's before
Yeah.
they dubbed in James Earl Jones. That thing is great.
He sounds so dweeby by comparison. Yeah.
And he was so sure he was going to be the voice. He says that he believes that. I'm like, no, you didn't. There's no way. How could you
Oh.
think that? But
Ugh.
the reason I've always loved that is David Prowse, even in his old age in the mid 2000s, just a little bit before he died, came back and redid those commercials. So there was like old man versions of him reenacting them.
Oh, cool.
Evidently, people are still driving over kids in England, but he was so much of a big thing when I was a kid there. He actually came to my school to have us like do a big in the auditorium, a big like acted out bit when those commercials were on. So of course, since he was the guy from Star Wars, he had to have a little robot with him. But
Wait, so you had David Prowse come to your school when you were
Yeah.
a kid? That's fucking awesome.
somewhere my mom still has like the clipping from the newspaper where he had like all of my class posed behind him as he like wore that costume and did a like a superhero pose with his chest
Oh,
out again. Saying,
Please
like,
find that. That's a good.
I'm
I
one of
kinda
like, you know, like 20 kids in the background behind him, but it's yeah, little English bowl cut me with him there.
Oh, hey, why don't you have a British accent if you grew up in the UK?
Look, again, because I'm born here, and then I came back
okay.
after like 6 years, which is also why Canadians wonder, they think I actually sound American because I have my accent.
Huh, interesting. You don't sound
Yeah.
American to me.
No, I just sound like a Heinz 57. I'm a mix of the world. And my dad had sort of a
European
Scottish
mutt.
accent sometimes, and you know, my mom's European but not from Britain, so
You're just a mutt.
just a mutt, a man with a lost cause and no place to call home. But we're getting into PSAs. We're going to get into the darker parts of these PSAs before we're done. So hit this and just absorb this. This one's pretty famous. You may have seen this.
Look, over there, there's a football.
Oh no.
Keep an eye on you two. Whoa, hang on, mate. This place is
Confuses everyone when they say football at first too.
You're right if you don't touch anything. I've seen people
Weird
working
bass line.
up there. Yeah, well,
Yeah, you can tell something ominous is about to happen. That bass line is very ominous. He's doing a good job squeezing himself in there.
I can't do it.
Oh god. Oh no. Oh!
Darren!
Oh no.
Darren! Darren!
Oh!
No, Tom!
No! And then he runs to it. No! And then he dies.
Stay safe.
Oh my god.
Or hundreds of bodies will pile up on here.
Message received.
Yeah.
Holy
I'm not going to play
smokes.
with electricity anymore.
2 dead kids for that commercial.
Not even once. Wow.
I showed you this once. Boy, this blew my mind.
There's too much water in that kettle.
I remember the electricity one as a kid. I don't remember
Now
this
the
as a
lid's on
kid.
crooked.
This is even before my time.
This feels 70s.
Because she is on a boat.
But the electricity one played.
She is on a boat.
Don't boil
That was a really big boat. On
Don't
the
boil
inside.
kettles on
Stardate 1992.
Isn't that an Ian
Flight
Drury
recordings
song?
Are being sent to us by 3 important space vessels:
Oh,
the Liberator,
Red
the
Dwarf.
TARDIS,
Awesome.
and Red Dwarf.
It hasn't worked.
What happened?
Well, Lister altered the timelines.
Give me the Star Trek wacko jacko. Where is it?
I lost it.
Absolutely ridiculous. Think of something.
I'm thinking.
Perhaps we could try a mind swap.
Captain's log supplemental.
Random samples.
I've agreed to the loan of my first officer's holographic mind print.
Well, it'll take a few seconds for the timelines to sort themselves out, and then we'll see if it's worked.
BBC Video have boldly
BBC
brought us
Video.
Doctor Who, Blake 7, and Red Dwarf.
Blake 7.
Well done, Mr. Spock.
Yeah, I know of it, but I don't think I've ever seen
I
it.
don't remember that one.
It's actually a follow-up to Leonard Part 6.
That's a movie that deserved a sequel. That's all I've got prepared for this evening. We're gonna get on to SCTV. So I got the best of SCTV lined up, which is a 2-hour TV special that aired in the 80s, where the FCC is coming down on the SCTV license and they need to renew it. So they have to go in front of the FCC and like plead their case. So they plead their case by, of course, showing a whole bunch of clips. So here we go. We're going to roll into that. Adam, thank you so much for joining. You brought some amazing commercials. It was really great to see all those.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. We'd love to have you on again. We'll figure out the right time, and you can bring more of your crazy horse videos. Do they all have horses, or is that the only one that has horses in it?
That might be the only one that actually has horses in it. Yeah.
Oh, you've dashed my dreams. I want them all to have
You'll
horses.
have to change that.
I'll dig. I'll find the horses.
Someone make a montage of classic commercials, and then I will draw in centaur bodies onto everybody in the video.
That sounds great. I want
Perfect.
that to happen. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you everybody for tuning in. And here we go to SCTV.
And here are those soccer-playing canines, Jack Russell Terriers.